about this dramatic portrayal of Christ's death. For example, The Passion of the Christ, directed by, Mel Gibson. When it came out, people were literally captivated by it. There were reports that during its exhibition, during its showing, for months, the movie house would turn out like a sanctuary. People would cry. But I'm wondering how many of them who cried and eventually left the movie houses lived their lives changed for the better, transformed for the better. I am afraid and concerned and fearful that many believers today only see the death of Jesus Christ as mere entertainment. That all you needed to do is pop that DVD on the player, watch it, feel sentimental about it, feel emotional about it, and think that they have already done justice to it. Okay na, napanood ko na, sapat na yon, napanood ko na. Okay na yon. Para ako naiyak, para ako nahipo. Okay na yon. Next movie, please. Let's pop in some, some light comedy to cheer us up. Anyway, we're done with the heavy drama of Christ's death. Again, I have nothing personal against Christian movies and films. The current religious tradition. How many people today are thinking that they have done justice, that they have really understood the meaning of Christ's death simply because they have participated in some kind of a religious tradition? For example, in the Philippines, this is, a pretty observed and a pretty strong religious tradition, the cenaculo. And all this pabasa that our fellow men are doing. Many of them think that because they have already engaged, because they have already participated in these religious traditions, that they understand the real meaning of Christ's death. But then again, the death of Jesus Christ cannot be reduced to a mere religious tradition because it was not meant to be observed. It wasn't meant to be celebrated as some kind of a mere religious feast. No, there's more to it. As we can eventually see in the light of the scriptures, the death of Jesus Christ was not meant to be a mere religious tradition. It wasn't meant to be a mere religious feast. There's more to it. There's real power in it. There's real lesson that I can understand and literally use that lesson to change me and to change you as well. Now, if you think we in the church are, off the hook of this crime of adding confusion to the death of Jesus Christ, think again, because we could also be guilty. Are you still with me? We could also still be guilty of adding insult to the injury by, making it more misunderstood and misperceived by the world. Believers, listen to this. Do not think, and I'm speaking to you as a church right now, do not think that the death of Jesus Christ was simply a message for evangelistic services. Do not simply think that the death of Jesus Christ was simply meant for unbelievers to understand. It is not a story. It is not an event that was simply a tool for evangelism. No doubt that if anyone would like to be saved, he must understand the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, right? There's no doubt about that. You must really understand the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ in order for you to be saved, because that's the essence of the gospel. But do not, for us in the church, for the believers in the church, we must not look at the death of Jesus Christ as a mere message exclusively for unbelievers. We should not look at it as simply a message for the world, and it is not for us. We should not think that it is something that is simply meant for the world to understand. But we must realize that the death of Jesus Christ was meant for us. It is for me, first and foremost, to understand. It is for me, first and foremost, to realize, to experience, and to live out. Let us not add insult to injury. The death of Jesus Christ is already grossly misunderstood. It is grossly misinterpreted. Too many people are already confused about it. Let us not add to the confusion by missing its point. Again, I have nothing about Christian entertainment, drama. We're actually going to have our own cenaculo on Saturday. But do not miss the message of Christ's death. Casts, do not miss the importance of Christ's death. It's not enough that you can act about the certain characters. You must be able to understand, because it is meant for us. It is meant for me. It's meant for you to fully grasp and understand.